If I never make a dime, it's by grace that I shine. Quick live. And if I never make a dime, right, it's by grace. Catch me at Carcanine with the gangster box. Fresh fade on the top, I wore the gangster locks. They was biggie in the South, the South we carry pop. Got pop for selling, yay from there I never stopped. Freight train, Amtrak, I got no brakes. Some never saw the warning signs, it was a fatal case. A Toyota on the track, there's no need to brace. Say your prayers, let it go, I hope you see his face. Disgrace, I'm a boy in a man's body. Thought the chrome made me grown, I needed nobody. Shot her, in the game where no one ever shot me. Angels watching over me when I was living sloppy. Rocking, life hitting like Apollo Creed. I'm getting up at every blow cause ain't no stopping me. Evil schemes, I live the evil creed. I start believing in my name, I was an evil seed. And if I ever make a dime, I'm still thankful, Lord. Not deserving to shine from what I did before. Prostrate on my face, please hear me from the floor. I'm blessing you because I breathe, there is nothing more. And if I never make a dime, I'm still thankful, Lord. Not deserving to shine from what I did before. Prostrate on my face, please hear me from the floor. I'm blessing you because I breathe, there is nothing more. All right. Quick, I wanted to come at y'all real quick. What's going on, Corey? What's going on, Natasha? Hey, how y'all doing? Mama, there go my mama, happy birthday. My mama celebrated her birthday yesterday. I thank God for everything that God has done in my mother's life. Thank God for what he's doing. I thank God for you all. I wanted to come to you quick. I always want to acknowledge the good God Almighty, the greatest thing in my life besides, because my mother's the second lady in my life. The first lady in my life is Jamila Gooden. I thank God for my wife. I thank God for everything that's going on with Unity, Charlotte, International. I thank God for everything, how it's happening. And we're so excited. We're excited about April 4th. We're excited about the celebration on Easter. We're excited about everything that God is doing right now. But I was inspired with a thought, and I wanted to come to you. I wanted to come and speak with you quickly. Hey, Latrice, how you doing? I wanted to come and speak quickly on that thought because, and the thought is men building men. The thought is men building men. I got two conferences coming up. I got one conference coming up in June. I got one conference coming up in July. Got one coming up in June, one coming up in July. They're on my pages. The dates, the times is on my page. One of the conferences is happening in Monroe, Louisiana. The other conferences is happening here at the new location here in Charlotte. And so I want you to go to my page and for those details to that. I want you to also go to my website. The registration is free. I am not charging. We are not charging as a church to come to the conference, the men's conference that's happening in July. We're not charging for you to come into it, but we do need for you to register. Today, the thought is that it's men building men. And the one thing that I see, I watch ministry, and I watch how women build women. I watch how they come together. And yeah, you have sometimes where you always got one that's out trying to outdo one, and you got this, but on a broad scale, women always come together more frequent. They express themselves more. They build up one another more. And it's easier for the women to come together than it is for the men to come together. But one thing that I have noticed when you can get a group of men inside of one place, you can get them in the building, there's always something extraordinary that happens. Hey, Harry Hunt Stevens, God bless you this morning, this afternoon. So when you can get them in the building, something happens. And it's because there is nothing like when men come together. It's nothing like it. But I look at it, it's the apprehension. Because I've seen with even in myself, especially coming up and being a witness to men's conferences and those type things, our automatic first thought with any men's conference is no. In most cases, the first thought that a man gets is, I don't need that. First thought is, man, I don't heard. I already know what he gonna say. The first thought is, I may come. The first thought as men is that we already have it. The first thought as men is that we really don't need anybody to come in and speak to us on anything. But I want to challenge some of your thoughts. I want to challenge your thoughts. It's not about it's not about what I have to say more than what God has to say through me for us. Because it's we as men in the community that we have to begin to build one another up. Especially, and this is not in any racist way, but especially as black men or a black community, we have to come together more. The one thing that we have gotten away from, that we shouldn't have got away from, is in the days of Malcolm X, in the days of Martin Luther King, in the days of those civil rights leaders, they knew before. They knew something that we have forgotten, that the church was always the focal point and the center point where men came together. It wasn't about titles. It wasn't about none of that. It was the place where men came together and began to be one fist and one force and one thought to take care. Hey, Patricia, and to take care of those things. What's going on, my brother Douglas Preston? To be one thought and a force to come together to deal with stuff in the community. That's what the church is. That's how it started. What's going on, Jeff? That's how it started out. But we got away from that. And we got away from that because as time grew and pride grew, we as men, we stopped looking to one another and we start looking to ourselves. And the problem with looking to yourself is you just not wise enough by yourself. I'm not wise enough by myself. I'm not strong enough by myself. I need my brother Corey. You know, I need my brother John. I need my brother Les. I need these men that God, I need my brother Eddie. I need these men that have been assigned in my life because as a community, we come together. And when I'm weak, they are my strength. And when they're weak, I'm their strength. And when we come together, even as men that don't know one another, things begin to happen because we begin to focus in on. Have you noticed that there are less men's conference than any? Women, you can find a women's conference every month of the year. And you probably can find, and I'm talking about all over, you can also find a women's conference every 2 months. You can find it twice in a month. And guess what? They're going to be full. Yes, sir. They're going to be full. You know why? Because women know the power of community and oneness. But men have forgotten because of pride. So, yeah, pride is a beast. It's a monster, Sylvia. It's a beast. And what we got to do now is we have to come together. I love how God uses my wife, Jamila. I love how he uses them with the women. I love how he uses her with the women. I love the community that they have built. And it's something that we have to build. So yeah, I'm on my way to Monroe, Louisiana, and it's more than just a church thing. And there's going to be a conference that happens here in Charlotte. It's more than just a church thing. I want to challenge you men to register. Register for the conference, man. Come on out and see, because this is the thing. I notice with myself that sometimes, and sometimes it takes for something to happen a couple times. And then I notice that there's something that I need to cover Rufus in it. Rufus is something that when something happened a couple times, and I may have missed it concerning my wife, and I may have missed it a couple times, but then it happens again, and then I begin to see, and it causes me to adjust. What's going on, KD? It causes me to adjust. It causes me to change. It causes me to develop another habit so I can cover. But these are the things that I learned, and some of the lessons come hard. But what if the lesson that came hard for me, I could speak it to you once and you got it right off the bat, and the next thing you know, it's caused another level of growth in your relationship with your wife, with your sons, with your daughters, with other brothers. Something gotta happen. We gotta do something different. We can't stay in the same pocket. Because one thing about me, I pick up on, it's just my discerning. I pick up on the thoughts of people. I pick up on how people see things. I pick up on how men hear. And automatically, as men, we'll cancel it out first because we say we got it. Or we say we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Ron Shad? We'll automatically say we don't need it. Ron Shad, yeah, inbox me too. Inbox me, Ron Shad. We have to know that there is something greater. We got to know that there is something greater. And men, I want some of you men that are connected with the ministry of God's Man on Deck, especially in Charlotte. Man, register. Get here. Bring a group of men with you. I promise you, it will be unforgettable. I promise you, it will be impactful. So we're not talking about churching you. At the same time, we're not talking about pushing out worship neither. We're talking about there's a balance that we need. We're talking about there is a balance that we need and a balance that we have. And we need to do this together. We got to do this together. So, yeah, men building men. We got to do it different, gentlemen. We got to be different. It's easy for the ladies to come together. What y'all getting ready to do? I got the first conference in Monroe, Louisiana, and God gave me a thought on it. And I know it's a powerful one. The theme of the conference that is in Monroe, Louisiana is She Wants to Call You Lord. She wants, her desire is to call you Lord. If you're close to Louisiana, if you're close to Monroe, I want you to get there. If you're close to Monroe, I want you to be there. I want you to get there. You're close to Monroe, meet me, Pastor Fred, God's Man on Deck. Meet me there. I guarantee you there will be an explosive move, especially if you're a man that wants a successful marriage. You better be there. Especially if you're a man, you tired of going in and out of doggone relationships. You tired of starting over with somebody. Listen, for me, there is no more. I told the Lord I don't want to get to know nobody else. You understand? And some of you men, you have that mindset. You want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, but you keep making mistakes. And then some of the mistakes is a wisdom you just had not come in contact with. But guess what it is? Brothers can build brothers up, and we can give one another the wisdom. And we can come in as a community and build something great. But we got to allow ourselves to come in. So the conference that's happening in Monroe, Louisiana, the theme is She Wants to Call You Lord. Because guess what? There are a lot of women out there that want to have an Abraham and Sarah experience, but they ain't found the one to do it with. You want somebody to cook your food and bring your food to you, but she ain't found you worthy to do that. But the problem is you don't know why she ain't found you worthy. Then the conference that we got going on the 9th and 10th of July. I got Bizzle. I got an artist Bizzle coming. I got Phil, Big Phil from Jacksonville. He's coming. And we talking about rappers. We talking about worshipers. We talking about balancing it out. We're talking about two balanced, powerful services. We have Prophet and Pastor Stevenson coming. Pastor Stevenson coming. He is articulate. He's very prophetic. He'll be there. He'll be speaking on Friday night. I'll be speaking on Saturday. It's gonna be 2 powerful days of worship. But men, you gotta register. What you gonna do? This is when you as men, you get a carload of brothers and you come. Or you as men, you get your motorcycle club and you come. I guarantee you it's gonna be worth it. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and the men's conference and at our new location, the one that we're having, it is I Am Who God Says I Am Men's Conference. God's Man on Deck presents I Am Who God Says I Am Men's Conference. So it's men building men. Let's come out of that pride. Let's get some brothers together. Y'all brothers that's close to Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, meet me. Pastor Fred, God's Man on Deck, meet me there. Meet me there. I guarantee you, there's a fire of the Lord burning in my belly right now to be able to speak into the hearts of men so that change will begin to happen first in you, secondly, in your marriage, thirdly, in your family, fourth, in your community. I can't be everywhere, but I bet you, as a nation of men, we can do anything we put our hearts and minds to. All right? Go to my page. Go to my page. Look at those flyers. Go to my website, www.godsmanondeck.com, and register for the conference, brothers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You can't be the head of the house if you don't know nothing. All right? You ain't gonna be able to do it. You have to be able to go a little further than you've been able to go.
They beat him proper. Said he was stitching, called stitches. It was a vicious stomping. 3 feet away in the cutlass, he had a baby chopper. Didn't do him any good when the boys got him. Monster living in the traps, eating steak and lobster. It's the day that only matters. There is no tomorrow. You see these streets were razor beasts. I seen them with their mamas. Funerals before they lived, no words behind the commas. Period. Point blank, really so serious.
Quarantine,
no hopes and dreams. No one deliver us. The kind of God would drop me here.
I was so furious.
Enlisted chemists turned men and Satan had taken us.
Yep.
Pineapple bricks making money hand over fist.
All right, I'm getting ready to go. We love you. There's an uncommon move coming. It ain't gonna look like nothing else. Time out for religion. It's time for relationship. Let's go.